Hey guys, Rob from Georgia here with you, aka VHS82 apostrophe. Happy October. It is finally here. This is the month we live for, is it not? Day one, man. Day one. In a Violent Nature from 2024. Gotta start with something new, right? Something that you might have missed. Fortunately for me, saw it in the theater. There's my ticket stub. That's what we do with our ticket stubs in my house. Yeah, this film runs 1 hour and 34 minutes. Chris Nash is the director. It is a Shudder release, which means if you haven't bought it or you can't stop by Walmart and pick up a cheap copy for $12 and change on DVD, or unless you want to spend a little bit more on Blu-ray, that's coming right down the pike pretty quick with fully loaded, as far as I know, man. A lot of extras. Might be worth it if you're really intrigued or know enough about it or saw it in the theater. Part 2, I think it's already been greenlit. It's already in pre-production. Basic, if you don't know anything about this, or you just sort of, basic synopsis: when a locket is removed from a collapsed fire tower in the woods that entombs the rotting corpse of Johnny, a vengeful spirit spurred on by horrific 60-year-old crime, his body is resurrected and becomes hell-bent on retrieving it. That's pretty it in a nutshell. A wonderful love letter to the Friday franchise. One of the reasons why I have Jason with me, and he will be with me throughout the 31 days of horror. Also a love letter to this slasher. There's a great moment in there, campfire scene, which is just typical of the great slashers of the 80s. It always had a campfire scene, right, where the story is told, and then there's sort of okay, now we can all relax and go about what it is we're doing, and then the real threat emerges from the wood line. A couple things real quick. I did see this in the theater. I was dragging my feet on it, but my son, got me to go with him. I was not disappointed. I really liked a lot of it. The camera angle didn't bother me near as much as I thought it would. In fact, you don't get it the entire film. It's not like you're looking over his shoulder the entire movie. Some of the kills, man, there's one in that it's already notorious for being called the yoga kill. That's not my favorite, man. That is the most gruesome. My favorite is perhaps the most subtle. Non-spoiler, I'll just say this. It involves water, and the camera is really far back, gives you a long distance view. And it is very subtle. It almost is a call back to like Last House on the Left. Yeah, did I just say that? In a weird way. It's a great love letter. Some of the camera shots overhead, some of the kills, even one or two off screen. There's one in particular just does not work as well for me. Involves I'm not gonna go into it, man. In a Violent Nature, have you caught it yet? There's no reason why we can't. If you haven't seen it yet, then I challenge you, you ought to look for it. If you don't want to spend the money on something you're not sure of, pretty sure you can catch it on Shudder. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was something that you couldn't rent via Prime for a couple bucks. Lauren Marie Taylor, by the way, cameo from Friday Part 2, Vicky. There's this great scene towards the end of the movie. It involves a nice long car ride that sort of harkens back to the first film. Yes. If you haven't seen it, you ought to see it. In a Violent Nature, day number 1. Check it out. And I'm going to try to keep all of these under 5 if I possibly can. So, as always, we end these things off with Go Bills.
This is not a dream. Not a dream.
We might be useful to you.